This documentary will explore the differences between the jobs of two Chaminade parents, Vladimir and Dan, fathers of Jonathan Lynchitsky and Dylan Espacey. Let's start with Vladimir's pharmacy, where some of Vladimir's employees will speak about their experiences.
Pharmacy.
I got into pharmacy about 20 years ago. I started working as a clerk and made my way up to pharmacy tech, then made my way up to business manager, and then made my way up to workflow manager.
And what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day basis, I make sure that all of our referrals get processed in a timely manner. We set up home health for patients who have home infusion. We make sure authorizations are in place. We make sure that the pharmacists are compounding the correct medications, and we send it out to the patients in the home infusion side. On the specialty side, we deal with different medications that are not compounded usually, and we send those to the patient's homes or to the doctor's office for the patient.
And what's your favorite part about this job?
Favorite part about this job, it's really rewarding when patients call you and tell you that they're so thankful that you made them feel better or you care about them. That's probably the best part of the job, is the reward when the patients reach out to you and express their gratitude.
And what's your least favorite part about this job?
My least favorite part about the job is when I see patients die. So we do have patients that unfortunately are expired due to their disease state or whatever the case may be. That's the least favorite part of the job.
And how did you get into pharmacy?
I got into pharmacy when a pharmacist convinced me to become a pharmacist.
And what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
I see the day-to-day operations and I make sure that the pharmacy stays in compliance with the Board of Pharmacy's regulations in the state of California.
And what's your favorite part of this job?
I like counseling and doing some of the clinical work that's involved in dispensing a lot of these high-cost medications.
And what's your least favorite part about this job?
Least favorite probably be just the overwhelming responsibility.
Yeah. All right. And how long have you been doing this job?
I've been a pharmacist since 2004.
All right. Thank you.
To Dan's car dealership and hear about his experiences working there and getting into this line of work.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dearborn Heights, Michigan.
Did you always have this passion for building and racing cars, or did it randomly happen?
Well, my passion was always football and sports, and then as I got older and I then started to race go-karts, and I really enjoyed racing go-karts, and I wanted to take that to the next level, where I went and started racing Mitsubishis. And then from Mitsubishis, I realized that Porsche was my true passion, and that was about 25 years ago.
Alright, what is your title?
I am the owner of the Speed Gallery.
Okay. How long have you owned Speed Gallery for?
24 years now.
What is your favorite and least favorite part of your job?
Favorite part is dealing with the cars themselves, building them, racing them, test driving them, and seeing when the customer picks up their car how happy they are with it. My least favorite part is fixing them after they've been crashed on the racetrack, and it's never fun fixing a crashed Porsche or Ferrari or a Mercedes.
Okay. Oh, how did you get into your line of work?
My passion for cars. I've always had a passion for cars, and that passion turned into Porsches, which is basically my main business, is dealing with Porsche race cars and my Porsche customers that race their cars, and modifying the street Porsches into much faster, more exotic looking than when they come stock from the factory.
Nice. Okay. Have you, what drives you every day to wake up and work?
The fact that I have a passion for cars. I just enjoy going to work each day. I enjoy fixing cars. I enjoy racing them. I enjoy getting up in the morning knowing that I have a race coming up, and trying to win every single race that I race in. It's pretty much what drives me to get up every single morning and go to work and make sure I can do the best that I can do on each car that I'm working on or each car that I'm racing.
Now let's return to the pharmacy and listen to what Mr. and Mrs. Linchitsky have to say.
Title is the founder and CEO of the pharmacy.
And how did you get into pharmacy?
I was always interested in the healthcare industry, and after some research done, I have chosen pharmacy as a being very interesting and satisfying profession.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 18 years.
And what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Day-to-day basis includes all these tasks of the pharmacist, dispensing, checking prescriptions, and also as a general manager and CEO of the company, I manage employees. I do a lot of projects development, sales, marketing, and other tasks associated with it.
What is your favorite part of this job?
The favorite part of the job will be dispensing prescriptions on time, making sure that patients get the right medication with minimum side effects, and seeing how your patient's getting better.
And what is your least favorite part about this job?
The least favorite part of the job is a lot of regulations and bureaucracy, which is unfortunately a big part of the pharmacy industry.
And how did you start your business?
I have started my business about 18 years ago, and after working for a short period of time for a big chain corporate pharmacy, I realized that I would rather work for myself, where I will have more freedom, will not have to answer any bosses, and will make sure that I can work for my patients and for other healthcare professionals in a more efficient way. So that's why I decided to open my own small pharmacy 18 years ago, and after that it just grew to a bigger size pharmacy, closed door pharmacy with over 60 or even 70 employees by now.
Okay, thank you.
What is your name, and please spell it for me?
Dina Linchitsky, Dinanchitsky.
And what is your job title?
I am a Senior Vice President of Human Relations in the Compliance General Counsel.
And how did you get into pharmacy?
I got into pharmacy because that was family business and they needed a HR and employment attorney, and I was one.
What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
I make sure that everyone is compliant with all the rules, laws, and regulations such as privacy, confidentiality. I review contracts and write policies and procedures and make sure that all of our accreditations are current and we're compliant with everything that we're supposed to be compliant with.
And how long have you been doing this?
I have been a lawyer for the last 16 years, but I've been doing this for 4 years.
What's your favorite part about this job?
My favorite part about this job is the people that I work with, and I enjoy creating an environment that provides a guide for people to follow, to make sure that you know what they're doing, the rules.
And what's your least favorite part about this job?
The responsibility for human life, that we have to make sure that people get the appropriate treatment, and we worry about our patients, so we want to make sure that they're healthy.
Okay. Thank you.
It's the worst and best part of the job.
Thank you.